What's up, guys? It is Monday, January 23rd. It's 11:10 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. So we're going to start off with the bond yields. So let's get into it. So weekly chart, bond yields. Oh, let me go to the weekly and we can see that we're still got the momentum going down. If we go to a 2-week chart, momentum going down, right? Let's go to a 12-day, momentum going down. So as I keep saying, the macro picture here for the bond yields, the momentum's going down. And on the 3-week, we just got our first MACD cross going red. The last time we got a cross going green was boom right here when we broke out of this downtrend and went up. So what I believe is in the next 18 days, we are going to see the bond yields kind of tank here and we're going to fall down. So you can see how we're hanging out right on that market structure line. I think we're going to tank as far as the bond yields go. And we're seeing that stock RSI all the way down here, TSI cross, MACD cross, and everything is looking down for the bond yields. And then in 8 days, we have the candle close for the monthly. We see the stock RSI crossing down. We see the TSI ready to curl over in the MACD. And then the RSI as well too is breaking the trend here. You can see like that. We already broke the trend. And it's very eerily similar. We were tracking this before to right here at this moment. Right here, and then right here. Right before bond yields dumped off a cliff for about a little over a year, 455 days, bond yields going down. I think we're going to see the same thing. So bond yields covered. So one thing is we got the dollar on the left side, Bitcoin on the right side. And this is what I do every morning to kind of gauge how the market is going to play out. So I'll take a look at the dollar and I'll have the Bitcoin on the right side. And we can just see if the dollar is going down, then Bitcoin will likely go up. So what I do is, and you'll see the relationship here. Let me hide even just the ribbon and everything. We're going to have a naked chart. All right. So, and it's to a T as well. So like when I move the cursor here, you can see it's moving on both sides of the screen. Let's check right here. So actually I want to go down to 30 minutes so you can see it better. So right here, if I take this high down to this low, right? We hit the 702 so far, and now we're going down. Then over here, if I take this low to this high, we came down and found support on like the 702. So you can see, like even with where I have the cursor right now, you can see how the inverse relationship from the dollar and Bitcoin is so real. Because when we came up for the dollar and hit the 702 and corrected back down, we were at the same time for Bitcoin coming down to the 702, 786, finding support and bounced. Here we came up to the 786 retracement and now we're getting rejected. So this relationship between the dollar and Bitcoin, we can gauge how the market is going to move. And right now what I'm seeing is we started to fall down. We came and retested this support. We popped back up. And at the same time, we went up here, we started to retest this resistance. We got rejected at first, came down to the 786. We bounced at first, came right up to the 702, got rejected so far from it, coming down. Here we found support from it, coming back up. And now we're sitting at this moment of if the dollar can keep falling here and break these lows, then what we're going to see is Bitcoin's going to break the 786 to this upside now, and we're going to see another run for Bitcoin. So I'll take this high down to this low, and you can see we're pressing up to that 786 right now as we speak. So we need to see the dollar pull down here still, and we need to see Bitcoin break through the 786. If we don't, then we have to hold that level we came down to, the 786, this retracement. So this low to this high. And you can see we have to hold this level right here. And then we have to take out this level right here. And that's what we're really watching. We're just in this range until we can take that out. So that's what we got for that. Then if we look at the dollar 4-hour chart, let's look at the momentum. So we're seeing that the momentum of the dollar is trying to pop back up here. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. That's where we're watching the video yesterday. We did cross back down, but we are holding the 50 line as support. So we're in this kind of moment of, are we just going to have a vicious rebound in the dollar and then crypto is going to slam back down? Or are we just going to get rejected here and waterfall down and then Bitcoin can go on another run up like that? If we zoom all the way out and let's go to the weekly chart for Bitcoin and the weekly chart for the dollar. Well, now that we looked at actually the relationship of it, I can now make this just the dollar. We'll check out the dollar and then we'll check out Bitcoin solo. So we're looking at the dollar right now and like, look, we're just like flatlining. The dollar is dead, flatline, right? So now we see that there's this clear channel that we're just traveling in right now where we're finding support and resistance on like this. And now if I go down to the lower time frames, you can see it even better. So until we break to the upside here or to the downside, that's when we know we're going to have a very big move. As far as if we break up above this, then it could be like a straight line. If we break down below this, it could be a waterfall. So that's what we're watching. We're just going to kind of range here until we have a decisive break. But right now, the macro trend for the dollar is down. So you can see that on the weekly chart, flat line. You can see the blue above the pink. You can see the RSI here is below the 50 line. You can see the MACD's red. TSI had just crossed down below the 0 line. So all those signs that we're seeing and similarities from back here, we're seeing right now. So if I were to now pull this Fibonacci retracement from here up to here, right now we're hanging out at the 0.5 retracement. So if we break 101.517, we're going to target 98.589. And then if we break that, we got 96.557. And then right here, 0.786 retracement, 94.566. So that's what we're watching. And then to the upside, this would be our rejection level if we bounced. So that's what the levels that we're watching for the dollar. I want to look at the monthly chart and see the momentum. You're seeing the stock RSIs crossing through this 50 line, TSI cross down, MACD cross down, RSI hanging right at that 50 line. If we can see more momentum down here in the next 8 days, the dollar is done. Dollar is done. Let's go to the stock market. Pumping right now. Pumping. 11,859. So if we take this Fibonacci retracement, put it at this top here, down to this bottom, we are currently sitting right at the 786. And I'm going to hide this so you can see. Oh, I'm going to hide it so you can see it better. We're sitting at the 786 right here. Boom. Took this high down to this low right here, 786. If we can break through 11,861 and then ultimately these moving averages right here, which is sitting around like 12,000 to 12,200, then we're going to start pressing up to 13,300 around that range. That will probably coincide from this high down to this low. Right here, yeah, close to the 786 of this broader move of this high down to this low, come back up to 13,000, 13,300. Ultimately, if we can break above this level, hold that support. So if we go boom, come back down, hold that support, and we start making highs again, it's likely the stock market, bear market is over, and we're really going to start our next like hyper wave for the stock market. Right? So that would get us above the 3-day 200 moving average here. And if I hide the drawings now, you could see that would get us above here. And that would put us in a good position because then we'd be reclaiming the moving average, which is what we held as support during the whole bull market. Bam, bam, the support the whole time. When we broke it back here, that was the great financial crisis. But then ultimately when we got above it, bear market was over. The crisis was over. So that's what we're watching. Now let's go to Bitcoin. We are on the weekly chart right now. And we can see we're so close to a level that if we get above and hold that support, the bull market's back. I mean, the bull market's already back on. We know this. But like that just puts us in a way better kind of position to continue just like going up here faster than expected. You can see that the 200-week moving average, and actually let me go to the Bitcoin all-time index so we can get more data here. There we go. So yeah, so if we can get above there, 200 moving average on the weekly, that's getting us above the EMA ribbon and the 200 moving average. So key resistance level is 26,000 basically. 26,000. If we can get above that, it's game on. And to hold that support, that's the key. Because then we're reclaiming back above that level where we dropped off a cliff. That was when we reached our capitulation. And then we came up to it and then back down. And then if we can get above, hold that support, it's looking good for us to hit all-time high this year. So let's go to now the 2-week chart, and we can see on this candle right now, we're getting the 2-week buy now. We have 6 days and 8 hours left for this candle. If this closes and we get that buy now signal, you already know. We checked in the last video, we saw that, called this bottom, called that bottom, called that bottom. Then if we go to the 12-day called this bottom, bear market bottom, this one, and look what it's doing right now. So I would get excited if I was you, because you're looking at this and you're looking at the entire history of Bitcoin. And whenever we got a 12-day buy now signal, boom, bull market's on. Boom, bull market's on. Boom, bull market's on. Boom. What is it? Bear market on? No, bull market's on. So we need to change our perspective of being so fearful when there's just like a 10% move down. Those are for buying. Dips are for buying now, because we're headed into this multi-year bull run. And you can see that depicted right here. Picture speaks 1,000 words. And there we go, right there. Now let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum on the weekly is trying to reclaim this 200 moving average. And it's looking like it is doing it, because we got above, came back down. We have a wick right now that's sitting around 1,550 basically. So if we can hold above that and keep pressing up forward, that's looking good for Ethereum. Let's go to the 2-week chart, because that's what we've been tracking on it. And as you can see, buy now signals coming in. If we go to a 3-week, we're getting close. Stock RSI crossing up. TSI is very close. MACD is curling in. We've been tracking this since like November, December, guys. And now we're seeing it play out as we speak. So that's all looking good. Now let's go to XRP. We have a couple of huge signals for XRP. If we go to the weekly chart, we have a 1-week buy now. So we got a 1-week buy now right here. Huge. Then if we go to the 2-week chart, we already got a buy now back here. But let's go to the 3-week. Oh, I think it was Binance that we were tracking that. Yeah, Binance 3-week chart. This candle closes in 20 days. Right now we have the stock RSI. It's getting ready to cross through the 50 line. MACD so close. TSI so close. RSI pressing up, trying to get up, make a higher high here. So we have a low, high, higher low, make a higher high. Then if we can press up through this 50 line, we're golden. We're so golden. So that's what we're watching there. Then let's go to the 10-day chart and the 12-day chart. 12-day chart is running up to this resistance, which is sitting around. If we can clear 53 cents, we're gold. We're so gold. You can see that the stock RSI, ever since we had that pump up here to like 55 cents back in October, September last year, we came up in the stock RSI, but then we lost momentum. But right now we're holding that 50 line, even though we came back down to the same prices. This is good. Now we're curling back up. We're seeing the pink cross up. The blue's trying to come down. The TSI is crossed. MACD's rising in volume. And we're pressing up against that RSI on the 50 line. It's looking good. And we need to just get above the 44 cent to 50 cent. If we can hold that level and get above, press, hold as support, I believe we're going to come up to like 75, 76. Let's hold it, take this top down to this bottom, stretch it out. And that's where it would be. Yeah, right there. 73, right around there. And yeah, if we break above that, we could be, with a news catalyst, we could be shooting. But I believe we're going to see some coins outperform XRP before that happens. But the 2-week chart, we're seeing a cross up, right? And stock RSI, we're seeing the RSI press. So like all those big time frames for XRP are flashing that like the tides are turning here. Even with this buy now that came in on the 2-week chart, it's kind of like the same down here. Then we got our FTX collapse right here. We got our COVID collapse here. And then we rebounded, and this was our bear market bottom. And then we shot. I expect the same thing. We're going to shoot. I believe either 2023 all-time highs or the first quarter of 2024. It's coming. But I believe if we can keep this momentum that it's only January, and we're already seeing coins pop like crazy. And we're reverting back to the mean. Like we were so oversold here, we have to come back up and find a medium price. So now let's go to XLM. 1-day chart. Momentum still headed up here. Let's go to the 1 week. We got a 1-week buy now. Let's look at the 2-week. We're going to get a 2-week buy now. This closes in 6 days, 8 hours. We're already seeing the stock RSI cross, MACD cross. And if we come down here, we're likely going to see the TSI cross. Yeah, if we can keep this momentum, we're going to see all that happen. And that's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Let's look at the 12-day. 12-day right now closes in a day and 8 hours. We're seeing the stock RSI cross, MACD, TSI. Yep, we're going to see it. And we're going to get that buy now signal. So I expect XLM to come up to like close to 15 cents, anywhere from 12 to 15 cents. And that's a pretty big move from here. We're talking, 60%. So this is what I'm seeing. I think the tides are turning. I think a lot of people can't believe it. They're in disbelief, but this is the time to get excited. Definitely the time to get excited. 3-week chart, seeing the stock RSI cross up, MACD cross up, TSI. And yeah, we're right there. We're right there. So let's go to the monthly. Monthly as a prepare to buy soon for XLM, which is huge. We're seeing the stock RSI have a little uptick here. Then we're seeing the TSI. We need to cross there. MACD as well too. So we're not there yet on the monthly, but I mean, we have like a bullish engulfing candle right here. Maybe by the end of this month in 8 days, we can get up to that 11.5, 12 cent level. If we do that, oh my God, February is going to be crazy for XLM. So that's what we need to be watching. And then you can see that we have this trend line coming down like this that we're pressing up to right now. So we're very close. And let me hide this so you can see how close. We're very, very close to breaking this trend line that we started at the bull market top of XLM. Came down, rejection, 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 pressing up against it right now. And to me, we have the momentum to break it. I mean, if we look at the 3-week chart, we're already above it. We just need to see in the next 20 days, this candle close above it and it's officially broken. 2-week chart, getting close, right? 10-day. So the 10-day. 7 days, 8 hours. Yeah. So if we have a solid next 7 days for XLM, we stay above where we're at, then it's looking like XLM is breaking this downwards trend and we could recover very quickly here. Who knows? We could hit 18 cents if it has the momentum to pull it, right? So we need to watch these bottom indicators. We need to look at the Discord, look at the alerts, and be on top of that. So I'm going to end it off at here. We covered the big dogs. We know what we're watching for. The market dynamic ones, right? The 10-year yield bonds. We're looking at the dollar, the relationship of that. We're looking at the stock market. We're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're looking at XRP, XLM. And then there's our other kind of altcoins that we're swinging into right now that we'll just take a look in the Discord real quick. So just keep an eye in the Discord here. Go to the individual signals. Look at, if you don't hold Doge, hide these or mute these notifications so you block out the noise. But go to the ones like Songbird. We're in a Songbird trade. Check out what it's saying. Go to the pair-to-pairs. Check out what it's saying, right? So that's what we're doing for that. First, we look at the market dynamic charts. Bitcoin, the dollar, the bond yields, stock market. Then we can go into the altcoins and then have a better idea of, well, what's the broader market going to do? If the broader market's looking good for crypto to bounce, now we go to the altcoins and see how we can play it. So that's it, guys. That's it for the market update. But I just wanted to say one last time, today is the last day. It's the last day for the exclusive offer. It ends at midnight tonight. $555 one-time payment for the whole year. You get access. You get a one-on-one to set you up with the Stargate software and the Stargate Indicator course program. 33 videos teaching you how to set the software up in your charts, how to navigate TradingView, different strategies, the day trading strategy, swing trading, long-term. Then you get personal access to all the Stargate software. You get the automated signals, which I just showed you in there. And then you get the newsletter updates. You get all the research and everything. So $555 one-off payment for the year. And that is ending tonight at midnight. And then tomorrow morning, this is going up. $88, $197, $333, and then $444. So just want to let you know, if you guys are watching these videos, you're seeing the value, you're seeing how we're killing it, you're in the Discord, you're looking at the proof of gain chat, like, I want to get in that, right? Then bite the bullet. I mean, you're going to make this back probably in the first month of you signing up. A lot of members already have. So that's it. If you are not already in the Discord, I'll put the link in the bio to join the Discord. And if you haven't already, liked this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get updated in real time when we drop these videos. So I'll see you over in the Discord, and I'll see you in the next video.